If you saw my last video on why the North is turning away from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this one is going to hit different because now it is coming from his own backyard. An Afenifere Chieftain just compared Nigeria to a car with a knocking engine and said if Tinubu can't fix it, he should then resign. Imagine that coming from an Afenifere. That's not a small statement. Let me show you exactly what he said. Dr. Akin Fapohunda, a retired federal director and Afenifere Chieftain, he didn't hold back. He said the country is basically running like a car with a knocking engine, one that is on the brink of a total breakdown.
Deep reflection as an elder statesman, which I'm qualified over 70 now, we need to look at the big picture. A friend of mine, one Dr. Emmanuel Onucheyo, brought the metaphor analogy about 25, 30 years ago. The Nigerian state is analogous to a car whose engine is about to knock. When the car is about to knock, the driver inside might wind up, may not even know what's happening, but outsider will see that the car is smoking, is making noise, is underperforming. Nigerian polity is analogous to a car whose engine is about to knock. And we need to really take this metaphor very seriously. When the engine is about to knock, there are many symptoms. What you have just described are just mere symptoms of a system that is about to break down. And until we really wake up, the driver on the seat cannot pretend to be the car is air conditioned inside and the car is moving. Is it moving at the right speed? It's moving, yes, but it's moving at the right speed. So this bureaucracy malfunction about to break down is a big symptom that we need to take seriously.
Now think about that image for a second. A knocking engine doesn't just stop working one day out of nowhere. It gives warning signs first, sounds, vibrations, small breakdowns, before the whole thing eventually gives up completely. That's exactly the picture he's painting of where things stand right now. He also shared something from way back in 1999, a failed satellite project worth 60 billion naira. He says his own office raised warnings about it back then, and those warnings were completely ignored.
I can cite a practical example when I was in government, 1999 to 2000, to show how the system now works. I was a desk officer in charge of Space Science Office. It took us time to get the then Ministry of Science and Technology to give us the details of the agreement for space science to be launched satellites about the country. We quarreled and quarreled until they gave us the document. We reviewed the documents. We found out that we have no business going to space. We have no business going to satellite. Space Science Office in the presidency.
Okay, domiciled in the presidency.
In the presidency. We are desk officer to supervise the space program of the Ministry of Science and Technology. We wrote an 11-page document saying we should not go that route. We gave to the President Obasanjo.
Okay.
We gave me the letter, my boss, Dr. Adigun, famous director of Outer Space Affairs, United Nations. He gave a document to President Obasanjo and said, cancelled immediately. But then, and we all uproar. We are fighting Burufi, we are fighting this. They didn't look at the merit of what we said. But 2-3 months later, our office was bypassed. The document was sent to the President Obasanjo. We just had on NTA that we are going to space. Not even corruption, but ego, clash of interests. The president cannot remember what he signed on 2 months earlier. He had good faith, but he's sitting there. People carry file. Then, Mr. President, God put you there. The country is moving forward under you. Then they will give him a file. Okay. He might say, what is this? Then he will just sign on. They say, Mr. President, thank you. They withdraw. That's how the country is being run, compared 26 years ago.
Sorry, doctor. So that document, that proposal was approved.
It was approved eventually.
By bypassing your
our office
in the presidency.
And carried.
No, so now the question is, what has happened to that? Have we launched the rockets into space now, the satellites?
We wasted 60 billion naira when money was money. We gave contract to Sore in the United Kingdom to launch satellite. UK is not a satellite country. You got like Pakistan or Russia or India.
Or China.
These are the issues we raise. Fundamentally, not even corruption.
Sorry, doctor. Let me clarify again. So that entire project, what happened to it?
Well, it was implemented against our advice. Yes. I chose to retire from government that I could have made money going to Surrey, traveling, extra code and all that, but I chose to resign. The project was implemented, but half-heartedly. Some satellites disappeared, some fell down. We have not got value for money up till now.
60 billion naira.
Yeah, 1999. That's just a typical symptom of okay, now we had 715 parasites dead. Now we have almost 1,000, 2,000. How more can president supervise 44 ministers and how many parastatals?
His point wasn't really about that one project. It was about a pattern, the same thing happening over and over, decade after decade. Nobody held accountable, just the names of the scandals changing. It didn't end here, and this is where it gets serious. He said elections alone won't fix Nigeria's problems. He's calling for a real constitutional change, a shift toward a federated system, because according to him, the country is simply too big to be managed entirely from Abuja. And he directly challenged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, comparing it to Nixon's resignation in America, saying if the president genuinely can't fix the system, he should consider stepping down.
Let's even say they have good faith. It's not corruption. It's too big. Nigeria is too big to manage the way we are doing it. We need to break Nigeria down into modules for effective supervision. If we redesign the country properly and change the constitution so that road, education, health, infrastructure will be in the different areas. How much can I alone supervise as an individual person? That's why in the US, 50 states, every state does its own thing. But now everything in Abuja, president, that is why this week, the Southern Middle Belt Leadership Forum resolved that we need to have a change of constitution to really have a federating unit. Another election will not carry us. If we do election 20 times, it will produce the same thing. We are begging the president to be humble in this matter. He's on the driver's seat, but he's driving and about to knock car engine. He's moving right, but at what pace, at what speed? He's appealing now, governors, why are you doing flyovers? Why are you doing this? But he himself, the road to Calabar, is it what it do? So he's pointing one finger at the governors that have been wasteful. But it's not to be blamed, but the system he has inherited is decaying, is building in all seams, at which you can. Anyway, there has to be a change. There has to be a change. If he wins next election, it's a period victory. The country is going. The engine is about to knock. Mr. President, with much respect, still thinks he can salvage the system. He thinks it's a human being, and it's difficult to admit failure. But we are his best friends. It's not. I love the man. For him to get to the level where he has got to now, it's only grace of God. The way we remember that as a nationalist, somebody who loves Nigeria, someone who God has favored, is for him to come to television and make a statement and say, look, like President Nixon did after Watergate, when all files became available. When Nixon say, I shall resign by noon tomorrow. We're not even saying president should do that. The president should come clean and say, look, we have enough files, the system is compromised. You don't need to get 100%, the system is compromised totally. So let him say, look, let's redesign Nigeria under my watch. Let's redesign Nigeria under my watch. The bureaucracy, Onosaye report is still there. It's being ignored. And he promised to do this within 12 weeks when he assumed power. To break down the federal system down, have only 10 or 12 federal exclusive functions so that the president can be the father of the nation, and then let all the regions do how they feel best about their own area. I'm appealing to the president. God has put him on this position today. He's the only one who can stop the car, who says he's about to knock, open the door and see that the car is smoking, and drive the car to mechanic workshop immediately, and abandon it, and say, I'm shopping for a new car. That's what the president needs to do now.
Make I no lie, that is a bold thing to say, especially coming from someone within Tinubu's regional bloc, not an opposition figure, not someone from the north. This is Afenifere. But I want to ask you something. Do you agree with that comparison to Nixon, that President Bola Ahmed should step down if he can't fix the system? Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Now here's the part that really connects back to everything I've been covering on this channel. He made a claim that honestly should worry every Nigerian regardless of who you support. He says 2027 is effectively already decided because of how much control the ruling party has over financial structures and polling agents. According to him, that leaves little to no real room for opposition, no matter how strong the candidate is, whether it is Atiku, Peter Obi, or Sowore. Listen to this carefully.
Doc, if you say the president is the driver and he has this huge burden on his shoulders to fix or correct this system, which in your words you say is not working, and I don't think there are many people that would argue with you on the unworkability of this present system. But isn't that too much responsibility to shoulder on one individual? Because, sir, you have the National Assembly, 109 senators, 360 House of Reps members. Who should actually be the champions?
We are talking of now, for good or for ill, the president has amassed the goodwill of the whole country to himself. They are under a stump. National Assembly Nobody can deny that it's under his command. 31 governors under his command. He's giving them 4 times the revenue they used to get, isn't it? Meaning that if he wakes up on the right side of the bed tomorrow and says, gentlemen, the game is up, Mr. Attorney General, please prepare a bill, it will pass like the national anthem was changed. It will pass. The Committee of Speakers of States will also come to Abuja within next week. It will also pass. So there is no protest, there is no opposition to him being the symbol of Nigeria today, whether we like it or not. We are now saying, God put you in this position, use it for good, for your own name. Using it to win the next election at all costs. Creating more 12 divisions of the military. We should focus on policing, not military. We are not fighting Cameroon or fighting Ghana. Why do we need 12 divisions of the army?
This week, the president met with a group of Catholic bishops, about, I'm not sure, but maybe about 20 of them at the presidential villa. And at that meeting, the president made 2 or 3 very strong statements. In fact, it was so lucid, so clear, so very strong, very articulate. Number one, he said, INEC is very neutral. INEC has not intimidated any opposition party. All the hue and cry of the opposition parties are that they are afraid of their own shadows and the company that they keep. Number 2, he said it's going to be fight to finish. That if they think he's going to give them room to come and challenge, that is no. They're going to wrestle themselves to the ground and all of those. Doc, can you respond to this?
I read the speech by the Catholic eminence people. They were very calm, diplomatic in their choice of words. There are many things that were not said that anybody with discerning will hear their loud cry about the change of policy. What they are saying is what I've been saying in this channel. But Mr. President appears to me as being full of extreme confidence in his ways. Well, we pray that the confidence will be borne out by the facts in the next few months, in the next few years. So the president is not feeling what all Nigerians are feeling. Kali Bishop is an example of it. Yesterday, Obaladoja, Olubadan of Ibadan, came to Abuja too. It's the same feeling that you governors are not doing anything good. You are building flyovers. You are not using the money very well. Our president is full of confidence. But it's confidence based on a good foundation. I'm using the channel for him to reflect on even what a small person is saying on this channel. If he's able to listen to this, we are just appealing for him to have, look, if you are sick, you have cancer, or what you don't know what you have, you take first opinion, you take second opinion to determine what is really wrong with you. I'm appealing for Mr. President to look for second opinion. People around him are telling him everything is good, he's in charge, he's done fuel subsidy remover, he has do exchange rate, everything is good. I know some witness, Professor SAN, and this, all those are signs that everything is perfect. He's working like a brand new Mercedes-Benz 500. That's what it implies. But the plan or the alternative is that this car is a 30-year-old car that is unraveling. Which one is your take? So I can only pray that Mr. President is correct in his assertion. Actual facts on ground does not bear him out. Ruben Abati said something like, in the villa, somehow you don't see what others are saying.
The gilded cage.
Even the grass in that villa is different. I worked there before. Now there's solar panel. If you drive around, you see solar panel now. So, Mr. President, the villa is disconnected from the power grid. You have light that doesn't blink at all, 24/7. Everything is perfect. Water is coming. The air you even breathe is different. But come out. Mr. President, come and enter Dugbe. Mr. President, come and go to Kubwa in the night. Come even and drive your way through Gwarimpa and see how the roads are.
Wow.
We need to stop all these eye holes that we are in now. We need to come down to the level of the masses. We need to have a small panel to think, look, this election thing is not voting. Will they vote in Osun State this next 2 weeks? When people are locked up, they are fighting. The governor is, what does it, if it's true that the governor is hiding criminals in his house, the fact that you have the allegation at all is a sign that things are not well. What to make a governor to hide a bandit in the government house? What brought that about? Why will it be? Is to call the governor, is it true? Okay, please, all amnesty given to everybody, but why how did we get here? How do we get here that a commissioner of government will be arrested because he has things illegal in his house? When you push your child to the extreme, then he's supposed to fight back. The system is pushing everybody to be a criminal. Governors are being accused to be criminal. IG went to Osun and said, Mr. Governor, you are aiding criminality. That's what it means, is it not? Mr. Governor, you are harboring criminals in your house. That's a very grave allegation against somebody who has sworn to defend the constitution of Nigeria. If our governor would say, please, come and search my room immediately, don't go. If I have clean hands, going to try to say results have been written. It's a way of saying Nigeria is under the grip of APC party people. They have what is called structure. And the structure will deliver votes, whatever number. In any polling booth, other parties cannot have agents across. Only APC can afford to have an agent in a particular polling booth, in a particular collation center. So if I'm APC member and I know I want to deliver my area to Mr. President, I will deliver my area now. So the numbers of last election is already written out. You got 20,000 votes in this polling booth. I'm the APC stalwart. I will deliver the number. It doesn't need to be said. Tinubu doesn't need to say anything. The APC stalwarts have captured Nigeria in the neck. 31 governors have captured Nigeria in the neck.
In fact, he referenced those governors. That the reason why is because, number one, he has denied, President Tinubu, by capturing those governors, has denied opposition funding from those governors.
Look, 7,000 words or so.
Exactly. 8,012.
I can afford to give 50,000 each to a polling agent representing APC. Other parties, they cannot be in more than maybe 200. They don't have the money to fund it. So if I'm the campaign coordinator for Osun State for APC, I'll just stay in Osogbo. In the morning of election or day before, I've given you all 50,000. I want resource sheets from your polling booth or whatever. Is it not true? That's how it is. While the other people are asking for donations of 1,000, 2,000 for transport, they have
a war chest.
A war chest. It's only fair. This is the predetermined results. Unless the system is dismantled, cancel APC privilege, which was acquired by all machinations. I say, President, please give up this power that you have. It's only an appeal. It's not. Nobody can fault you. You have won. Be like why he's saying so too. He's saying maybe character. Na character we go chop. We're not going to eat character of a Peter Obi or anything. We're not going to eat it at all. So good feeling, conscience is not going to compete with being an outlaw in the system now. So that's why I've been saying in this channel now that election is won. 2031 is even won too. If you are going to 2036 is also won. Whoever Tinubu nominates will win too. Once you have structure, structure is command and control. And if you don't deliver, you are dealt with. So it's not voluntary. It's not voluntary. So with the military blanket over the country too, the structure is there, and it's command and control from Abuja. So it's not saying anything novel, but we don't want that. We want this nation for our children and grandchildren. We want to really have democracy where we rejoice. We are so happy that we have people governing us by consent, not by coercion, not by force. For now, we are just marooned.
He also touched on other issues weighing down the country: kidnapping, the rise of cybercrime, popularly known as Yahoo Yahoo, and the lack of free opportunities for young Nigerians. In his view, all of these are direct results of a governance system that simply isn't working. And he didn't spare the elite either, expressing disappointment in institutions like the Nigerian Bar Association and criticizing politicians for prioritizing their own survival over country's interests. So what is his actual solution? He's calling for a return to negotiated governance framework, something similar to what existed before 1966, basically urging the president to use his remaining time in office to build a new decentralized structure, one that empowers people at the grassroots level instead of just focusing on winning the next election. So first, it was the North showing signs of turning away, and now it is a voice from Tinubu's own Afenifere base raising the alarm. If you haven't seen that earlier video, go check it out. This one connects directly to it. So before you go watch that video, let me know in the comments what do you think about everything this man said. Don't forget to like this video if you haven't, and subscribe for more updates, and trust me, you won't be disappointed for subscribing. Share this video, let's keep everyone informed. Now go and watch that video.